Hello everyone and welcome to our EdTech Tuesday. Today we're going to have some fun at celebrating Halloween and Dia de los Muertos with ideas generated with AI. My name is Valentin Guerra and here's also with me Deborah Pingle, my right-hand woman. And her and I will be looking over at our chat, and if there's any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer. Also today we have a special guest, Feli Garcia Lopez, who will be joining in and giving us some input about how we're doing with AI. She's a little expert in there, and she's a lover of Dia de los Muertos. As you can see, her beautiful hair and her shirt. Just a friendly reminder, some housekeeping rules keeps your mic muted. Feel free to type the questions on the chat, as we told you before. If you have not registered already for the session, please do so. Go to the Professional Development System and use session 343272. And remember to check in by using checking code PSJA Tech. So first we're going to go over the slides and then we're going to go live. And what we're going to be doing is ask AI on some ideas on how to generate and get some fun activities to do with our students. And we want to align them to TEKS. We want to align them to the ELPs, and that makes it educational for them as well. So we're going to explore Halloween and Dia de los Muertos using Magic School AI tools and Reina, which is a chatbot in Magic School. And we're going to align these activities to the Texas TEKS and Social Studies and ELPs for grades kinder through 5th. And we want to engage our students and make it an activity that is culturally rich, and also we want to have that conversation and input from the students on what they know, specifically with Dia de los Muertos and their family traditions. And develop those writing skills for our students, especially in 3rd through 5th. So this is an example of what you can showcase with your students. And I got this from Reina and the chatbot, and we got an educational video from History of Halloween. We're not going to be watching all those videos. We're not going to be doing all of the activities, but these slides will be available for you so you can do it on your own. So this is a video that tells us the history of Halloween by National Geographic. And the key points that it tells in here is the Celtic origins, the evolutions of tradition, modern celebration, and how to generate age-appropriate discussion questions in the videos. And with this, these are some of the TEKS that align with this video and lesson discussion. Now, talking about Dia de los Muertos, which is a passion for me, but it's a super passion for our guest, Feli Garcia. And what he came up with was this Dia de los Muertos and Tradition Celebrations by PBS. It's about a 3-minute video, and the link is there for you. We'll be sharing it with you, again, with the slides. And if you haven't done so, make sure Debbie will share it one more time. Join our Nearpod activity, because at the end we'll have some questions to see if you put enough attention in this training, and get our door prize, and you'll be the winner for that. The key elements to highlight as the ofrendas or altars, the significance of the marigolds and sugar skulls in these ofrendas, family reunions and storytelling, and how we can use AI and be culturally sensitive and use those comprehension questions. Again, these are some of the TEKS that are involved in this social studies lesson in here. The TEKS that are aligned in social studies from kinder through 5th are identifying costumes and associated with important holidays, compare traditions among various cultures, explain the significance of various ethnic and cultural celebrations, and we can get all that information also automatically with AI. The ELPs will be, of course, listening, speaking, reading, writing, and that will be the ELPs C.21, C.3E, C.4G, and C.5G. So let's talk about Halloween first, and then we'll move on to Dia de los Muertos. And this is an AI-generated Halloween activity, specifically from pre-K through 2nd. Think about creating a spooky story with your students, and you just have a chatbot. So the first step-by-step will be Access Magic School Reina. You can also use ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, whatever chatbot that you can communicate with and have conversations you can use. I use Reina for this. The prompt will be, let's create a Halloween story with my students. But then you're telling it, please ask us the questions one by one so we can build our spooky tale together. This one is the one that I wanted to do live after we're done looking at all of the slides. And if we have time, we can do another one. So after you get all the information and you get all the input from your students, because think about it, pre-K through second, you can have a whole group or you can have everybody sitting down and paying attention. You're creating this activity together. Trust me, it's going to be a lot of fun with them because they're giving you that input and all the information about the story. You review and adjust the information. You can always post prompt to whatever was created with AI. And you can use this also, a feature in Reina. What I like is that it has a read aloud feature. So Reina can read out exactly what I typed. So we're going to do that and I'll show you that again. And then think about extending this into grabbing that and maybe creating images from parts of the story that I created with Adobe or with Canva, and then create a digital storybook for your class where you can just get a QR code. The students can read it whenever they want, or put it outside of the classroom. And when you have visitors, you can tell them that this was a story generated with your students and with AI. So some of the example prompts that this might give you will be once upon a time, there was a friendly ghost named blah, blah, blah. And some of the TEKs aligned to these will be K14B, 1, 17B, and 2, 18B. Let's continue on. I'm going to show you another one that I think it will be more interesting for our 3rd through 5th graders. And this will be creating a virtual pumpkin. So what you will do, you will access Adobe Express. And if you want to create with the theme of Magic School, Adobe Express is now integrated into Magic School as well as a tool. So you can describe the pumpkin and the students tell them to be as detailed, and make sure that you tell them, hey, create a pumpkin, maybe a Halloween pumpkin. What do you want inside of the pumpkin? What is the background and the colors? Once the student gets there, you can even create a digital showcase or a gallery with Google Slides where the students can input their pumpkins in there as a whole group and share it. Again, a great idea to do so is to share it with a QR code, put it outside of the classroom, and visitors will be able to scan that QR code and enjoy your classroom digital showcase of pumpkins. Now, let's talk about Día de los Muertos, and lo podemos hacer en español. ¿Qué te parece, Feli?
Me parece una excelente idea.
Bueno, aquí te lo está diciendo todo en inglés. Si no hablan español, pueden leer esto de aquí. Pero lo que pueden hacer es lo mismo que dijimos en la primera parte, pero a mí lo que me gustó como Reina nos dijo, aquí le vamos a estar preguntando a los estudiantes específicamente sobre sus parientes, sobre sus abuelitos, bisabuelos. Entonces, en Reina o en Copilot o ChatGPT, les dices, vamos a crear una historia sobre nuestros antepasados o nuestros... ay, se me están viendo las palabras. Feli, ayúdame si me trabo. Sobre nuestros antepasados o nuestros... ay, ancestros, sí. No sé si estoy haciendo un anglicismo. Pero haznos una pregunta una por una para crear nuestra tradición de nuestra familia, una historia sobre la tradición de nuestra familia. Nuestros estudiantes van a compartir a sus seres queridos. Vas a revisar y ajustar la información que te está dando y apuntar todas las respuestas de las preguntas que le hiciste a los estudiantes. También puedes usar aquí, aunque sea en español, porque todo esto puede ser escrito en español con los estudiantes en Reina, y Reina te lo va a leer en español. Y lo mismo puedes hacer un libro digital, creando imágenes o trayendo imágenes de los abuelitos o de gente que es parte de la historia para crearla sobre la clase. Y lo que hicimos para los alumnos de 3º a 5º es un altar digital. Tú puedes usar la herramienta de Magic School que se llama Lesson Plan Generator y vas a preguntarle, hey, crea una lección para mis alumnos de 3er grado, de 4º grado, de 5º grado, si quieres hacer de 2º también se puede, donde vas a hacer un altar y una actividad, una ofrenda para Día de los Muertos. Vas a revisar esa lección que fue generada y de ahí vas a buscar también, puedes hacer lo que me gusta llamar post prompt o después de la conversación y le puedes decir a Reina o le puedes decir que ya estás en el Lesson Plan Generator, me puedes generar vocabulario sobre Día de los Muertos sobre qué son las ofrendas que podemos usar en esos altares. Y teniendo ese vocabulario, los alumnos pueden hacer investigación y buscar las definiciones. ¿Cuál es la importancia de esa ofrenda? Lo puedes decir, tú se las puedes designar a cada estudiante o ellos pueden elegir la que ellos prefieren y crear una presentación en Google Slides o PowerPoint sobre el altar. Entonces puedes crear una imagen de un altar digital a través de Adobe Express también. O si buscas una imagen la puedes poner como fondo en un Google Slide. Y de ahí tus alumnos, tus estudiantes pueden venir a traer esas ofrendas y en un documento de Word o de Google Doc pueden escribir qué es la importancia y el significado de esa ofrenda y por qué la están utilizando. Al acabar todo eso, si tienes muchos estudiantes, no tienes que tener nada más una diapositiva para un altar, sino pueden ser 2 o 3 altares donde varios estudiantes están poniendo sus ofrendas ahí. O si gustas, una diapositiva por estudiante, donde ahí esos estudiantes se ponen toda su información y todas sus ofrendas en cada altar individual. Si tienes todo listo, por ejemplo, si tienes 20 diapositivas, puedes crear también un código QR donde puedes compartir esas diferentes altares y las expresiones o definiciones de las ofrendas con gente que visita tu salón. All right, going back to English now. So we can compare celebrations with AI-assisted analysis. So taking that into, let's say that one day you decide to do Dia de los Muertos and the other one you do Halloween. How about not do a Venn diagram? And you can ask ChatGPT or you can ask Reina, generate a description for a Venn diagram comparing Halloween y Dia de los Muertos for 3rd grade. And then it will create a list. And think about this. We all have in our classrooms these amazing new line boards that our district have invested in it. And you can use it as a whiteboard or create a background with a Venn diagram where your students select which belongs to Dia de los Muertos, which belongs to Halloween, and which interlap with each other so they can go into the part together. In the post prompt, you can explain the similarities and differences if you want, and you create that activity with your students. You will discuss after you see the responses that your students came up with, and it's not only them thinking, but they already went through the process. So if you show the video, you did that first activity, and then you do this third activity, it will enrich your students' understanding, and it will give them, I'm like, maybe they've never really celebrated Halloween, and they don't understand the difference. Or maybe there's some students that never heard of Dia de los Muertos, and they can see how important it is and the differences, but more importantly, what keep us together in unity, because there's a lot of similarities as well. Feli, anything you would like to add so far?
Yes. I love the idea. I love how you're bringing like the two celebrations. And first of all, I wanna say thank you for inviting me to this amazing event with my beautiful PSJA family. I'm super excited to be here. And Valentina, I also want to add the importance of cultural celebrations and how all of this plays a very important role in education by fostering, because we're fostering inclusivity and also the respect for diversity. So I wanted to add that because every single one of our students brings something beautiful to our classroom. So they can bring amazing ideas, amazing stories about their own culture. So let's do it. Let's bring it on. And going back to where you were sharing right here, my friend, is that the importance of comparing and contrasting, right? And how this is a fundamental skill for students, right? Because it helps them analyze and evaluate information critically. So, but doing this from a fun way, right? We're going to be comparing and contrasting Dia de Muertos, right? And we're going to be comparing and contrasting Dia de Muertos and Halloween. So the importance of that and bringing the connection, because remember, my friends, on the TELPAS test, our students, on the speaking portion of the test, our students are going to be asked to compare and contrast and to talk about it. So the more we practice in the classroom, but always celebrating the diversity and including every single one of our students is the key. So and again, cultural celebrations is like the perfect thing to use for our students without letting go of our tics, without letting go of our ELPs, and also to guide our students on how they are going to be asked on the state exams that are not going to go away.
I love it. And I'm going to add to that because then this, you can extend it into creating an Adobe Express. They have these little cute characters that they will speak when you're speaking to them. So their comparison can be even animated and make it even more fun. So they can speak about what they thought it was similar and what was contrasting from each other.
Me encanta la idea, Valentín. Discúlpame que te interrumpa, but I want to go back to the AI generated image that you showed us, right? How to create that activity. And again, think from the different perspectives, like the language domains, how our students are going to be the one describing this image so that the AI can create it for us. And then, like you said, bringing that generated image into Adobe Express, right, with the option of animate your character, and then replace, right? You can use it as the background on animated characters. You can use it as the background, and then there is an option on Adobe Express where you can add lips to any image. And then our babies can record themselves, right? And then the little lips, like la boquita se mueve, super cute with our babies, like with our students' voices. So, and that's an excellent way to bring like that affective filter and to get rid of it so that our students feel welcome and they're practicing the language acquisition.
Beautiful. Thank you, Feli, for sharing that. Now, let's think about a little bit of best practices on AI integration. Always, always, always read and review anything that is AI generated for content for accuracy. Combine the suggestions of AI with your expertise and creativity. Don't take AI information to face value. Make sure that you read, and if it needs to be corrected, correct it. AI is always trying to give you an answer, even if it's not the right one. So use those AI tools to enhance and not replace your cultural identity and your voice. And encourage students to critically evaluate anything that has been created with AI-produced information. And let's go beyond while using Magic School AI. So we can input celebration themes to generate lesson objectives, create differentiated worksheets for various grade levels. AI also helps us to develop rubrics, generate discussion questions. We can also design chatbots that will allow to speak with historical figures. So you can create a chatbot and maybe you can be the Sanderson sisters, or you can be Katrina from the other Los Muertos, or somebody from Coco. Develop language practice exercises for ELLs and focus on cultural vocabulary, and generate personalized reading passages, which is one of the things that I want to work on today before we're done, and we only have 12 minutes left, so I'm trying to hurry up. In conclusion, we want to embrace cultural learning with AI. So AI tools offer innovative ways to explore these celebrations and more, enhance student engagement through personalized and interactive content, and always individualize as well. Promote that cultural understanding and language development, and empower you as an educator to create rich, standard-aligned learning experiences. So now let's go live to Magic School. If I can exit here. We're up here. There we go. So we are going to Magic School. I'm going to log in as an educator, and I'm going to grab this over here so I can grab my prompt. And we're going to go to Reina. And so let's do the spooky one. And if I have time, we'll do the Dia de los Muertos one as well. So I want to do the spooky one because I found it really, really, really cute. So we're in right now. This is the chatbot. You can do it. This is the same thing as just talking with ChatGPT. And this is my prompt. Let's create a Halloween story with my students. And you guys are my students. You can type it on the chat, the questions that it's going to ask us, and we're going to create it together. And I believe it will give me 10 questions. So I'm going to ask it to make it no more than 6 questions. So please ask the questions one by one so we can build the spooky tale together. Ask no more than 6 questions. Ask no more. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Certainly, I'll be delighted to help you. What is the name of our main character and how old are they? Come on, I want to see it on the chat. I want to see who's going to give me a name and then another person give me an age. Dun, 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 dun. For this, Zenaida, Feli, and Debbie, you're also 103 years old. I need a name. Come on, Lori, Soila, Ms. Garcia, Ms. Leos. I want a name. Wario. Okay. Carla was what Lori gave us, but I typed Wario already. So give me this answer. Where does Wario live? Is it a creaky old mansion, a haunted lighthouse, or maybe somewhere unexpected? Anywhere. Give me a place where Wario lives, Lorena or Lori, since you answered. Or Soila. I see Soila typing. A haunted mansion. The next question. What strange occurrence happens to Wario on a dark, stormy night? What happens to Wario? Come on, Soila, you can give it to me. Because I have 8 minutes, and I want to try to do the other one too. I'm going to put he falls off the window. Oh. They take his mushrooms. Okay. Oh, I like the season unknown creature. Who or what does Wario suspect? Okay, let's see an unknown creature. What unusual tool or item does Wario use to try to catch the unknown creature? I'm trying to see things around here. A paperclip. A fishing net. Okay. And the last question. A hatchet. What surprising discovery does Wario make when he finally confronts the unknown creature? I'm going to use the hatchet. He finds a hatchet that was not completely buried. You didn't bury the hatchet. So here comes the story. In a creaky old haunted mansion lived Wario, an unusual resident. At the ripe age of 103, despite his age, Wario was known for his love of mushrooms and his ability to weather the strange occurrences. So like I did tell you, you can play this, read aloud.
Oh my, that's quite an unexpected and eerie twist to our story. Wario finds a hatchet that wasn't completely buried when he confronts the unknown creature. This discovery adds a new layer of mystery and possibly danger to our Halloween tale. Now that we have all the elements, let me summarize the spooky story we've created together. In a creaky old haunted mansion lived Wario, an unusual resident at the ripe age of 103. Despite his age, Wario was known for his love of mushrooms and his ability to weather the strange occurrences that often plagued his eerie home. One dark and stormy night, as thunder rattled the mansion's windows, Wario discovered that his precious mushrooms had vanished. Suspecting an unknown creature was behind this mushroom theft, the old man decided to take matters into his own hands. Armed with nothing but a fishing net, Wario set out to catch the mysterious culprit. He crept through the shadowy corridors, the floorboards groaning under his feet, his trusty net at the ready. Finally, after a night of searching, Wario cornered the unknown creature. But as he raised his net to capture it, he made a chilling discovery.
I think this is really cool. So just for time's sake, because I have 5 minutes left, I'm going to go back and create a new story. And I'm going to put this in... Feli, quiero que me ayudes con las respuestas. So vamos a crear una historia. Vamos a crear una historia sobre el Día de los Muertos. Haznos preguntas una por una para crear nuestra historia de tradición familiar sobre nuestros seres queridos que han fallecido y haznos 5 preguntas para crearla. Ok. Si quiere alguien darnos la respuesta en español, lo pueden hacer también. ¿Cuál es el nombre y relación del ser querido fallecido sobre el que quieres centrar en la historia? ¿Feli?
Dale,
¿Alguien?
vamos a ponerle va a ser la abuelita
Ajá.
y le ponemos mamá Petra.
¿Cuál es la comida favorita de mamá Petra que la familia prepara para ofrenda en el Día de los Muertos?
A ver qué nos dicen en el chat.
¡Tamales!
¡Calabaza! Nos
Ay, ya
pusieron
puse tamales.
calabaza.
¿Qué objeto especial o persona de mamá Petra coloca al familia? Ay. ¿Y por qué es significativo? Calabaza, porque a ella le gustaba mucho. Con pollo. Ay, qué
¡Qué
rico. Ya me está
rico!
dando hambre, Lori. ¿Qué tradición especial o ritual realiza tu familia durante el Día de los Muertos para honrar la memoria de mamá Petra? Am, hacer ofrendas de las comidas y objetos favoritos en un altar.
Me encanta.
¿Y qué recuerdo feliz o anécdota se reúnen para celebrar? Nos reímos de cuando éramos niños y nos regañaban mucho. Ok. Because I only have 2 minutes left. Pero aquí está la breve historia recordando a mamá Petra. Todo esto lo pueden hacer ustedes. You can all do this and we will be sharing with you the slides. But I'm going to go back to the Nearpod lesson so we can ask these 3 questions quickly. If you have not joined the Nearpod, please go ahead and do so you can win our Halloween. Yeah. So you can win our door prize. Here we go. I need you to connect. Join with the link. We have 2 minutes and about to start the game. I don't even have 1 player there. Feli, you're allowed to join too. Lori, you're there. Come on, Ms. Garcia, Ms. Leos, and Zoila. I'm going to start the game. You can join as you wish, but I have 1 minute left. Here we go. What AI tool is mentioned for creating spooky stories for preschool to 2nd grade? What activity is suggested for students in grades 3 through 5 to design pumpkins virtually? Wow, we're not paying attention. And what is best practice and recommend for integrating AI into educational settings? As quick as this little bit. Congratulations, Lori! You're the door prize winner. So, thank you so much for joining our session. It is 5 o'clock. Please feel free to join our YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, and if you want to fill out our link to the survey for the CARE survey, tell us how we did. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Feli Garcia Lopez, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to stop the recording right now, and I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be sharing on this chat our PDF